Let's look at a key point about each of these market-based solutions. Both of them tie into a key theme mentioned in another part of this presentation. That is, a key idea underlying the free market is that costs should be borne by the person making the decisions. Or rather, both the benefits and the costs, right, should be borne by the person who makes the decision. So both of these techniques, a certain sort of regulation and tort law, are designed to do one thing: shift costs back onto the people who are making the decision. Right? So if it's a question about Coke bottles that might explode, make sure that the likely costs of exploding Coke bottles, right, are reflected in the costs to the person who decides whether or not to produce and distribute them. It's the same thing with environmental regulation. It's basically saying, okay, there's a number of costs out here, but because they're indirect, they're down the road, and they happen elsewhere after the fact, right, they're borne by somebody other than the person who produces them. Right? Or in other cases, they do bear them, but they're able to share them and spread them out over a wide number of people, so they don't bear the full cost. So the idea is, if you're going to be engaging in risky activities or activities that can lead to damage to other people, you are going to have to pay for those damages. And the idea is that if this is the case, when you're deciding what to produce and consume, right, if you've been forced to pay for all the real hidden costs, then you're going to take those into account, and you're more likely to make an appropriate decision about whether or not the benefits of engaging in a certain sort of activity are worth the costs. So that's how certain forms of regulation are not just correcting problems with the free market, but pushing the free market back to working the way it's supposed to work. Right? If we agree that what makes it work is the pricing system, right, well, then it's making sure that all of those costs get built into the price of the goods.